Pro Boxing fans here with the Cruiserweight King, former Cruiserweight King, former World Heavyweight Champion of the world, David Haye. I do want to talk about a division where you were the king one time, the heavyweight division. I do want to talk about one of our own, Anthony Joshua. Question I'm asking right now is with the landscape of the heavyweight division, can Anthony Joshua become world champion again?
Over what time period are you talking about? Because that makes a difference. If you say over the next 5 years, then yeah, you could. How old is he now?
He's got 32.
32, so 37, okay. Yeah, so in the next 5 years, if he makes some adjustments, he figures out what his style is, he's got to find, it's like he's stuck between styles. It appears from the outside that he's trying to do something that his coach has asked him to do, opposed to fighting how he fights. So he's got to figure out how he's going to fight, practice it in sparring, practice it in real fights. But he's got to have a 2 or 3 fights against guys who come to win before you can have any real confidence of him going in there with someone like Fury or even a rematch against Usyk. Are they going to be both around in 5 years? I doubt it. So maybe if those guys were out the way, he's shown he can't beat Usyk at the current stage he is right now. Likelihood of beating Tyson Fury is pretty low off the strength of those 2 losses. So how many fights are those 2 guys going to have before one of them has to relinquish all the belts? Usyk he's not going to be able to defend all of the mandatory contenders. So at some stage the belt's going to be given up, and obviously because he's such a big name, the governing bodies will rank him high so he can fight for a vacant title. So technically, yes, he could win a world title, but can he become the #1 heavyweight on the planet right now? Because we don't even have one now. You got Fury and Usyk. You got joint first place. So he's a little way off that yet, but he's got the capabilities to do anything, I think. But it's just down to him and how much he wants to do it. The fact that he's moving away to another country, that's a good sign. It means he really wants to give it a go, and he realises what he's doing isn't good enough, so he needs a big change. I don't know what the coach is like. I don't know what their connection's like. I don't know anything. I just hope he's at peace, he's happy, and he can get the best out of himself every day. And just to use he's so physically gifted, use it.
I think that was a better way of putting it. If he's going to be #1 in the division? But yeah, that's probably a better way of putting it. In regards to Anthony Joshua, it looks like the next fighter that he's going to be fighting is Jermaine Franklin. We saw Jermaine Franklin fight Dillian Whyte about a month ago. If AJ loses that, Eddie Hearn saying that's possibly game over. If he does lose to someone to the caliber, and that's no disrespect to Franklin, I mean someone outside the top 10, is that game over for Anthony Joshua?
It won't look good. He's 3 back-to-back losses. He can't afford 2 back-to-back losses. I remember after the first fight, his career's over if he loses again. Well, here we are again. Look at Derek Chisora. He's had 13 losses. He's still churning. So no, I don't think it's the end. It might be the end of his world title aspirations, but in terms of him packing out arenas, making money, and enjoying the game of boxing, no, I don't think this is. He should beat Jermaine Franklin. I thought it was a good fight he gave Dillian Whyte. I thought that was a very, very good fight. So he showed he's got some skills. He showed he's got nice jabs, some head movement. But if AJ can't blast him out there in 3 or 4 rounds, then he's doing something wrong, because he's just so much bigger and stronger and more athletic and punches so much harder. And he's an Olympic gold medalist, he's a European, a former world champion. So he's got everything in his favour. He just needs to go out there and just let his hands go. If he goes out and tries to have a boxing match with him, he'll have a hard time, because the guy's quite a tricky little boxer.
Just a final one from myself. I do want your prediction. You've been a pundit, you've done your thing for BT Sport, done things for Sky. Just want your prediction for Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk. They both look like they're going to step into the ring within the next 3-4 months in Saudi.
Yeah,
what happens?
I got excited many times about fights, including, and I think they're both excellent fighters. I can see they usually say a good big man beats a good little man, but they're both exceptional. Tyson Fury is an exceptional big man, and Usyk is an exceptional small man. But the big guy normally beats the little guy. So I'm going to say Tyson Fury, but with a caveat that the last few times I've gone against Tyson Fury, I've got it completely wrong. So maybe I've got it wrong here. Maybe by going Fury, Usyk ends up getting the victory.
Actually, a quick one before I let you go. Joe Joyce, how much of a problem is he in this division?
He's always been a problem from this first fight. It's not like he's got better all of a sudden. He's always been exactly as what he is now. You know, he did a 10-rounder in his first fight years ago. He's not, you know, he does the same thing, which is very effective, which I've seen him just churn through every other heavyweight in sparring. You know, the only person that's been able to steady him up was Okoli. It's the only time I've ever seen, you know, Joyce like steadied up. You know, everyone else has just whipped straight through him. Outside of Okoli, he's pretty much wiped the floor of everybody. So he's a big problem for everyone.
David Haye, I know you've got to shoot, so thank you very much to talk to Pro Box fans. Thank you very much for giving us your time, and yeah, no doubt we'll speak to you in the future. Thank you so much.